throwback album, I got XTC's Black Sea. I was a late comer to XTC. I really didn't discover them until maybe the late 90s. And I discovered them because I was very into the band Chomsky, the 90s Dallas area band Chomsky, who I posted on before. I'll put a link up at the end. But I really loved Chomsky, and all the people around me told me that Chomsky is basically just kind of reworking what XTC did. And I didn't really know XTC's work, so it gave me an excuse to delve into it. Of course, I started getting into their music, and a lot of their late work is very ornate studio pop. They had kind of gone to the studio at a certain point because members of the band started getting stage fright and all this stuff happened. So they kind of took the Beatles path and started using the studio as its own instrument. But their early work is more aligned with what I would listen to Chomsky. And the early stuff almost starts to feel like kind of like Devo, and it doesn't have the finesse that you'll hear later on, but it has that sort of angular energy. But Black Sea is kind of ground zero for the style of music that I really expected to hear out of XTC many years ago when I very first started checking them out. It's punky, it's angular, the songwriting is fantastic, and it's kind of a longish pop album at an hour long, but it really never tends to lose its energy. One of my favorite XTC albums for a very long time was XTC's Live at the BBC, and it's one of those weird things where I actually got into a live album and started to perceive that as like the main version. And a lot of the songs on that album are songs that appear on Black Sea. But I'll tell you, I really love even the studio versions of these songs speak really, really clearly to me, and this may be one of my favorite XTC albums I picked up so far. So it's going to be a really big contender, I think, as we go forward throughout the rest of the year.